Wouldn't it be great if you could build your very own EDA web application? If that sounds like fun, then this video is for you because today we're going to be learning how you could build your own EDA web application in Python using the Streamlit library and also the Pandas Profiling library. And so without further ado, we're starting right now. So the first thing that you want to do is fire up your terminal. And then we're going to be activating the Conda environment. So you do the same thing for your own Conda environment. So I'm going to activate the app Streamlit, run app.py. Okay, so let's have a look here. So this is a very simple application and you could feel free to modify this to your own liking. So you're going to be seeing here that it's going to have a simple sidebar that will allow you to upload your own CSV dataset. And if you would like to give this a try, then you could feel free to download this one. You just right click on it and then download linked file as, and then you save it into your computer. And if you would like to just give it a try, just click on this button and it will be using an example data set. And so this data set is a artificially synthesized data set created from the website of Pandas Profiling. And you're going to be seeing the report right here. So it's going to be the exact report produced by Pandas Profiling. And I have a couple of videos already on this topic. And so I'm going to provide you the link in the video description. And you can feel free to have a look. And I've previously shown you how you could use Pandas Profiling on Google Colab. And so please check that out. So you're going to be seeing here the report. And so this will provide you an overview of the dataset statistics. And then we're going to be taking a look at each of the variables here. You're going to be seeing the missing percentage, the mean, minimum, maximum, and also the graphs here for variable B, variable C, variable D, and also variable E. Because in the data frame above, there are a total of 5 variables. And then you're also having this interaction between each of the variable. So it's a simple scatter plot between the various variables. So you can have it between itself. So between variable B and A, B and C, B and D, B and E, and other combinations. Okay. So this is the scatter plot of the 2 variables. And then you have the correlation plot, the heat map. And so you could activate the Pearson's correlation coefficient, Spearman's, Kendall, and Pick. And here you can see that there's no missing value. So they're all full here as well. So the data set is full. And then you're going to be seeing the first 10 rows of your data set and also the last 10 rows. So this report is generated by the Pandas Profiling. So let's have a look under the hood. What does the code looks like? So you can see here that the code is less than 100 lines of code, and it's taking actually only 55 lines of code here. So the first 5 lines will be importing the necessary libraries, and this includes the NumPy, Pandas, Streamlit, Pandas Profiling, and the component called Streamlit Pandas Profiling. And so this will be allowing us to use the Pandas Profiling right inside the Streamlit application. And lines number 8 until 16 will be a simple printout in Markdown format of the website title. And so we here have the EDA app, which is right here, lines number 9. So the hashtag here will represent the heading 1, and then we make it bold by using the 2 asterisks before and after. And then we have a simple description of the app here. And then we have the credit. The app was built in Python and Streamlit. And then lines number 19 until 23 will be the sidebar. And so let's have a look. right here. Upload your CSV data. So this lines of code here, 19 until 23, will allow us to have a file upload option. Okay, so let's continue. And so here you're going to be seeing that we have the if and else conditions. So the if conditions starting from line number 26 until line number 37. And the else is from line number 38 until 55. So that's the core of this application. So upon loading up the web page for the first time, you're going to be seeing a message here, awaiting for CSV file to be uploaded. And so you're going to be seeing that the else condition is activated by default. And the reason being is that the uploaded file is not yet uploaded. Okay, so the sidebar panel here, there's no file uploaded yet, and therefore the if condition is now false, and so the else is activated. And therefore we have the message printed out, awaiting for the CSV file to be uploaded. However, if we upload the CSV file, then the if condition will be updated. We will be using the if condition. And so the statements underneath will be activated. Okay, and so in either condition, we're going to be making use of either the uploaded data set, which is right here, lines number 27 until 30 is the uploaded data set in CSV format, or we're going to be using an artificially generated data on lines number 43 until 48. So you're going to be seeing here that we're creating a function, a custom function specifically for the data. And so the custom function here is called the load CSV. And this is for uploading the CSV file. And then we're going to be reading it using pandas, read CSV. And then we're going to be returning it out. And then on line number 31, we're implementing the function that we have just created, load CSV. And then we're assigning it to the df data frame. And afterwards, we're using the df data frame as an input argument for the profile report function, which will generate the pandas profiling report. And then we're assigning that to PR. And then finally, we're going to be printing it out here, st profile report. And then the input argument will be PR, which is the report that has been generated. Okay, so st profile report here is coming from the Streamlit pandas profiling library. And if the else condition is activated, we have also a custom function which will be using the artificially generated data. And so the name is quite similar. So we use the custom function name to be load data. And so it's going to be creating a data frame and assigning it to variable A. And so the data frame here will be comprised of randomly generated data. And so the random number will be generated from NumPy using the random generation feature. And here we have a total of 5 columns, A, B, C, D, E. And then we're returning the A variable, which is the data frame we have just created. And then the rest will be the same as we have implemented above. And so we will assign the load data function to the df variable. And then the df variable we'll be using as the input argument for the profile report function. And then that will be assigned to the PR variable. And then the PR variable will be used as input argument for the st profile report function. Okay, so that will be essentially printing out the report that you see at the bottom right here underneath the profiling report header here. So the report will be generated right here in just a moment. And the top portion here that you see, lines number 51 until 54, and also lines number 33 until 36, it will be essentially the header here, input data frame, the header. Underneath, we will be displaying the data frame of the data. And then line number 36 will be displaying the header of Pandas Profiling Report, which is right here. Okay, and the results from the st profile report function will be displayed from overview until the end. So all of the report will be generated here. Okay. So let me show you if I upload a custom data set, how will it look like? So we have here the Delani data sets. I'll just drag and drop. And then notice that the data frame is read in from the data set. And then the report will be generated. All right. So here you could see the basic statistical data. We see that it takes up about 44 kilobytes of data in the memory. And we have some duplicate rows as well. And there are no missing values. We have a total of 5 variables, a total of 1,144 rows. Okay, and some potential warning of the data sets. And then the basic statistics, descriptive statistics of each of the variable, mol P, molecular weight, and also the corresponding histogram, number of rotatable bonds, aromatic proportion, log S, and then the interaction. Okay, so here it seems to be in a hexagonal plot. So it's showing the relative scatter plot type of data between each of the pair of variables. So you're going to be seeing how each of the pair of variables are pretty much interacting with one another. So they're pretty much like the scatter plot. And the correlations plot is shown here. The Pearson's correlation coefficient, Spearman's, Kendall's, and the pick. And then below here is the missing value. And you see here that there is no missing value. And in the first and 10 rows, so the first 10 and the last 10 rows of the data set. Okay. And so this will allow you to generate this simple EDA app, and you could simply deploy it on Streamlit Sharing, Heroku, or other cloud platform. And you could simply upload your own custom data sets, and then you will be able to get a quick report directly from the Pandas Profiling library. So if you're finding value in this video, why don't you help us out by smashing the like button, sharing it with your friend, subscribing to the channel if you haven't already, and make sure to hit the notification bell so that you will be notified of the next video. And as always, the best way to learn data science is to do data science. And please enjoy the journey.